Several years ago, I told a good friend of mine who's a fellow speaker, I told her that I thought it was really important to be able to go live without a script, unprepared. You know, have an idea what you're going to talk about, but to be able to do that. And of course, it's a plane. And she looked at me and she says, "Why?" And at the time, I didn't have a really good answer for her. And I kept trying to go live and, without a script, and it just didn't work out. And, I'd get all filled with jitters and self-doubt, and 3 hours later, I still wouldn't have started the live. And I gave up. And I just started, doing my recordings as usual. Then I decided to get really serious, and I was doing, a video week, like a TED Talk on TikTok, and did it every week. And after a little bit of time, my wife looked at me and she said, you do this weird thing when you're speaking. Like, what weird thing? And it had to do with me thinking too much, and not coming across sure of myself. And I thought, oh my gosh, this isn't working, and I scrapped it all. I thought, I really got to figure this out. And then I finally figured it out. And the crazy thing is it's not terribly hard. It's a simple concept, right? Going live, trusting yourself to go live, trusting that what you have to say is going to be important to someone without all the preparation, without the performance. See, but that's the trick, right? Years of, and of course this doesn't apply to everybody, but I had years of nice girl training, and I had a mask of perfectionism, a mask of performance. And all of that was to protect me from criticisms, from things that somebody might say. And oh my gosh, it has to be perfect because of who I'm reaching out to, because of who I work with. But the thing is that true leadership stands on a solid foundation of trust. Trusting yourself. Trusting that you have knowledge. Trusting that you have ability. And trusting that you'll get it out there. And that the right people, it'll hit the right people in the right way. And those are your people. Without it being perfect. Because guess what? You know what? We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, you can go live as yourself and lead. And the crazy thing is that all the time that those masks protected me, on stage, videos, the thing that it did was it separated me from my intuition. It separated me from being the leader that I was always meant to be. And it separates you from being the leader you're meant to be. Because perfectionism is crippling. Perfectionism, you might have this great product, but it's 3 months too late. It keeps you crushed. It keeps you small. And who wants to do that? Are you in leadership because you want to be small? No, you're in leadership because you have something to say. And you have something you're excited about. And that's big. It doesn't require perfectionism. What it requires is a belief in yourself. A trust in yourself. Radical self-care. and then stepping in to that knowledge, trusting your instincts, and then showing up. It's not just about a decision, because that's what I always thought. Well, it's just about a decision. Just make a decision and just do it. No. It's about deciding that you're going to do something and then trusting yourself to deliver. Trusting in your instincts. Trusting in your knowledge. Trusting in you. And that's one of the things that I teach in what I do as a visibility catalyst. I hope this helps. Take care.